The Greek word skandalos means a stumbling block. Is translated in English as scandal. So to be scandalous or to cause scandal means to place a stumbling block before another person, to be a hindrance, to place a hurdle in the other person's way. In the gospel text of today, at least in the second part of the gospel, taken from Mark chapter 9, verses 38 to 50, Jesus speaks about those who are his disciples and yet who can be guilty of causing scandal to others. Jesus makes a very, very harsh statement when he says that not a single individual, and therefore he refers to parts of the body like the hand, the feet and the eyes. Those are not parts of one person's body, but those stand for members of a community, are not to cause scandal to anyone. Especially, they are not to cause scandals to those who are simply learning what it means to believe in God. Those who are well versed in what it means to believe in God ought to inspire others who have not yet known God rather than to cause scandal to them. And this is the invitation which he is giving to every one of us today. He talks about how an individual, through his or her behavior, can be that cause of scandal. It is sometimes my actions, at other times my words, which are responsible for my causing scandal to others. If I say that I believe in God, if I say that God is love, if I say that God is mercy, and I am not able to love in return, I'm not able to be merciful in return, I'm not able to forgive in return, if I say that God is non-condemning and I keep condemning others, then I am a cause for scandal. Because my actions do not match my words. I do not live out what I profess with my lips. My faith is only a verbal proclamation and not a faith which is lived out as I ought to. Then, those who see me, those who encounter me, those who experience the kind of person I am will be drawn away from God. Sometimes, people come to me and say that their children who have now reached the teenage years, or their children who have become working youth, stop going to church, do not go to church, do not believe in God. And they say to me, Father, what must we do? And my response to them is, you must be that beacon of hope. You must be that shining light. You must be that salt. You must be that light which the Lord wants you to be. Be an example in action, not only in words. Through your example, through the kind of person you are, because you believe in God, because you frequent the church, because you say your prayers, because you participate in the Eucharist, they will see who you are, the effect of all of these actions on you, and they will turn to God on their own. However, if you are a person who participates in the Eucharist, if you are a person who recites your prayers, if you are a person who believes in God and yet you are a person who is harsh and brash all the time, if you are a person who keeps getting angry at the least irritation which is caused to you, if you are a person who gives in to despair, if you are a person who loses hope, then you are a cause of scandal. Because your belief in God is not a belief which is translated into action. Your belief in God is a belief which remains merely at the level of verbal proclamation, merely at the level of recitation of prayers and nothing more. If that is the only thing that you do as someone who believes in God, as someone who is a disciple of Jesus, then you are causing scandal. And it is likely that this is one of the reasons why your children, Why those around you have stopped believing in God? Because they say, if this is how a person who believes in God behaves, it is better not to believe in God. And so, while it is very, very easy to cause scandal and to be a stumbling block in the faith, in the response of others, it is also as easy to inspire them. If my belief in God, if my faith in God, if my frequenting the sacraments and the church helps me to be a positive person with an optimistic outlook on life, never to give in to despair, never to lose hope, to keep my peace and be at equanimity even when things do not go the way I want to go, then I'm inspiring others. Then I'm not a cause of scandal. Then others will come to believe in God because of me. Let me be that beacon of hope. Let me be that salt. Let me be that light. Let me be that way which will lead others to God. Amen.